The markets will be glued to developments from Capitol Hill tomorrow. Senate Republicans, led by Mitch McConnell, will present the latest deal to the House. Now, the proposed deal, we're told, will suspend the debt ceiling until February and fund the government until the middle of January. Translation, we're kicking the can down the road again. Republicans did win, that is, as a concession related to Obamacare, but not the big one they were looking for, which was a repeal of the medical device tax. Lawmakers would also begin longer-term talks on the budget with the task of reaching an agreement by mid-December. Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid a short time ago said all sides need to be patient a full 2 weeks after the government shut down. The beat goes on. Now, while the real numbers aren't being released because of the government shutdown, preliminary figures suggest this year's Social Security COLA could be tiny. This is the debate over the debt ceiling, as many worried Social Security checks may stop altogether next week. Do you think Social Security checks should be paid no matter what? Here's what some of you are posting on my Facebook page. Peggy says this: yes, Social Security is taking in millions of dollars every day, enough to keep payments going to current recipients while politicians continue to squabble and play the blame game. Amen to that. Wendy agrees. Yes, the money for Social Security should never be involved with any other part of the budget. They need to keep their hands off of it. We also asked this on JerryWillis.com. 89% of you said yes. 11% said no. Log on to JerryWillis.com for our online question every weekday. And we have some of your emails tonight on Obamacare. Thomas from California writes this: I'd just like to know where those who are asking to pay for insurance are going to get the money. Personally, I don't have it to give, even if I wanted to. A lot of people feel that way, Thomas. And Barb from Idaho agrees. If I could have affordable health care, I would have purchased it from my employer years ago. And how is Obamacare planning on paying for this? Oh, yeah, taxpayers. Affordable health care, my foot. Scott from Pennsylvania says this: when facing tough times in the economy, college graduates will be more inclined to take the penalty when high premiums just don't fit into their budgets between eating and paying off debt. Big choices there. Kay from Arkansas writes, I won't be buying insurance. I can't afford it and make too much to get it for free. I'm in the gap. Interesting. Jim from Alaska writes, partisans will be the death of this country. Washington needs to focus on what unites us, not what divides us. Change is inevitable. Those who move pick the path and define the future. Those who stand screaming hell no have their future defined for them. Surely we can find politicians capable of understanding these common sense lessons. I don't know, Jim, maybe not. And here's Dan from Texas. Jerry, you are a very attractive and intelligent TV host. You have a professional way about you. Keep up the good reporting and the interviews. We aim to please, Dan. We love hearing from you. Send me an email. Go to JerryWillis.com. And finally tonight, I hope the Senate and congressional Republicans can find some common ground to reopen the government and start paying our nation's bills. But I have to tell you, I wouldn't bet the house on it. In the meantime, more and more seniors are just beginning to wonder how much the shutdown could cost them. Could Social Security payments be suspended? We don't know. And for how long? We don't know. And a question we're all asking ourselves tonight: why can't our elected officials get their act together? Seniors just got word their cost of living adjustment for Social Security this year will be 1.5%, or just $17 a month. Not even enough to fill up your gas tank. That's a big thank you from a government who's happy to pay the tab for Elmo and Big Bird, as one of my viewers pointed out on Twitter today. It's time for our elected officials to start working for their money and for us. It's my 2 cents more. And that's it for tonight's Willis Report. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to DVR the show if you can't catch us live. Have a great night. I'll see you here tomorrow.